Okay, welcome back. In this video, I will explain on the system sequence diagram. Okay, what is system sequence diagram, or we frequently call it as SSD? Okay, and SSD is usually used together with use case description and also activity diagram. Okay, so use case description and activity diagram are used to identify the flow of activities within a use case. However, there are some limitations in use case descriptions and also the activity diagram, where these two models doesn't identify inputs or outputs. Okay, so in use case description, okay, we just state that user click create account, okay, but we do not explicitly identify what are the inputs and what are the outputs. Okay, so it is the same with the activity diagram. So input and output will be provided by system sequence diagram. Okay, system sequence diagram shows how actor interacts with system, okay, from the enter the input data and also receive the output data. Okay, so system sequence diagram is also a behavioral diagram, okay, and it shows the sequence of messages between an external actor and the system, and it shows interaction between objects. Okay, so this is the example of system sequence diagram. Okay, and these are the notation in system sequence diagram, the components of SSD, which consists of actor, system, lifeline, message, and node. Okay, so here is the actor, and we have the system here. We have the lifeline. Okay, lifeline. And we have the input message and the output message, and we have node here. Okay, so actor, we show the actor interacting with the system. Okay, system is the system itself. Okay, the object lifeline shows the sequence of messages. Okay, so this is in sequence. Okay, so first the actor will send the catalog ID, product ID, and size, and then the return value. Okay, so these messages are in sequence. Okay, and we have the note. It is optional to explain something in a diagram. For example, if we have too much input or we have too much output, so we just generalize it into, for example, item information, and in the note section we explain it what are the items involved. Okay, so in SSD we have the loop frame, we have alternate frame, we have optional frame. Okay, we have several methods, okay, to represent the sequence of the messages. Okay, it depends on the condition of your use case. Okay, so in this example, this is the loop frame. Okay, what is loop? Loop is looping. Okay, a repetitive of the action. Okay, so if that activity has a loop, okay, so we will use this loop frame. Okay, so this is the basic SSD. There is no frame, and now we have the loop frame for loop item. Okay, so in this case, okay, what does it mean? So if there is any items, okay, in this example, what does it mean? This activity will be looped until there is no more item to be added. Okay, so it will repeat everything in this rectangle shape. Okay, and you need to write the test condition for repeatability. Okay, for example, Okay, so this is one way to write the loop frame, and we have the other notation on how to write loop. Okay, so we call it as loop alternate. Okay, so this is the way to write it. Okay, so now we do not have the loop frame, but you need to write it in this template. Okay, so we have the asterisk and we have another item. Okay, another item is the condition. If you want to add another item, and then this process will be occurred. Okay, so what okay, there are two ways to write the loop condition. Okay, this is one of the way we put the loop frame, or we can use this message. Okay, this is another notation to represent the loop process. Okay, and this is the template or the notation for the message. Okay, so we have the asterisk. Okay, it indicates that it is the looping of the message. And we have the true false condition, the condition that the system will check. So if it evaluates it as true, then it will run the message. If false, then it will exit. So it is just like the programming the if else condition. Okay, and we have the true false condition, and then we have return value here, return value. And we have this symbol and message name, and in bracket we have the parameter list. What are the input that will be sent to the system? Okay, so this is the example, the asterisk, the true false condition. If add another item, so it will run this process. Okay, and this is the return value, and this is the message name, and also the parameter list. Okay, it is actually in a line. Okay, but in this example, this message and the parameter list is not fit to be put here.